Jizo! Tony Soflo did 22 years. Cheers! He's so proud of the time he's done, it's coming at his ears. He never shuts up about his 22 years. When he's at the mall, 22 years. In a bathroom stall, 22 years. Playing basketball, 22 years. He says, what's up, y'all? 22 years. He says, what's up, y'all? 22 years. Crap! We got into an argument once, and he said, don't you know I've done 264 months? And I told him it's just attention that he seeks. He said, bitch, I did 1,134 weeks. I was like, damn, that's a long time. He said, wait till I tell you about all my crimes. I was shocked at the way he chose to fucking brag about it. I no longer even want to ask about it. Yes, oh! Why do you live in a shelter with 45 gays? He said, I don't want to, but I have nowhere else to stay. Life's hard after doing 8,035 days. What the fuck? Yeah. He keeps talking about all the times that he got in this shit. I said, I gotcha, but why you using different increments? I'm like, I don't get it. Why would you ever want to flaunt this? He said, by the way, you know I did my time in Florence. Fuck. Here he goes again. He won't stop talking about how he was in the pen. He said, listen, it's really not even your business, but I'll tell you this, if it wasn't for the witness, I never would have had to do 11 million minutes. This is sickness. I give up, he's really proud that he's a loser, a sexual abuser. Let him spend his life riding around on a scooter. There's no fucking doubt that he was really once a shooter, but while he was locked up, he surely took it in the pooper. Super duper. Uh-oh, Tony, where's your vape? You ain't no hero, there's no cape. Your motherfucking head's the shape of an alien from outer space. And by the way, who did you rape? Oh, that's right, your son's mother! You sex offender motherfucker! Tony Soflo! Let me explain to you something. You're just a lame who is fronting. And I'm a better man on my worst day than you will ever be, even on Theological Thursday. And I'm out. Soflo, you're a bitch. I'll get back to you soon. Peace, everyone. Venmo Bald-Sicilian.
Yizzo. All right, guys. It's going to be a fun show and probably a long one. We'll see. But I have a lot to say, as you can imagine. So we got 66 people here. Everybody hit the like button, please. It's very, very important that you do that. It will help me greatly. Eric, you're an assassin. Thank you, brother. Nick Valente, the Saxon, Tom Sheehy, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Bobby Berberian, Dave, Flo lives 12. If you're a Flo guy, you're out. Chris, I'm going to jail. Yeah, I heard all about it. Yeah. I got a message for Tina. I'll tell you that much. Charlie Jones, you. El Broco 305, FBS scared Clown RC away, and now Harry Cheddar Bob left LEBT on the battlefield. Nikki Blade 2.0. Jesus Christ. Well, hold on. Let me get through everything. And MMP, what's up, brother? Good to see you. It's been a while. The battle barely started, and LEBT already got his crew beaten down by FBS. Well, I'm going to talk about last night. I'll tell you that much. Hold on. No freaking ZD now. Good to see you. Bill Brasky, D. Gainey, year. Oh, thank you. Man, what's up with my computer today? Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Janie Turner, hey, good to see you. BTF Phoenix, RPMJ. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. I got Believe it or not, I got like 3 or 4 of these in different colors. Never wore them. This collar is pissing me off a little bit. It's a little I tried to fix that this morning, but whatever. Anyway, all right. So last night, I'm so disappointed. I can't even tell you. I mean, believe me, I know everything I said to Soflo last night on Canarsi's, and I fucking wrecked him. It was some of my best work ever, and you couldn't hear a fucking word of it. Now, nobody told me. If I would have known that, I would have tried to fix it while I was on the show. But again, I'll never understand it, how somebody could do a show from their phone or grab a link from their phone and their audio is perfect, and I have thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of equipment here, and my shit always gets drowned out. That's why I put the earbud in. You know that muffling when Tony was talking and you couldn't hear me? That's supposed to stop when you have an earbud in. No, didn't. So you couldn't hear a fucking word I said. But believe me, I drove, you saw it. I drove him crazy. He heard it. Canarsie could hear it. And Soflo could hear it, you know? So he knows what I was saying to him, and that's why he was sweating and getting frustrated and, getting pissed off at Canarsie, because Canarsie kept playing applause and stuff. Bobby, it was on a Canarsie show. There's another channel that posted it because Canarsie took the video down because it was brutal. But anyway, I destroyed him. And if you couldn't tell because you couldn't hear me, just look at him. Look at him on the show. Look how fucking aggravated he was getting. And I went on a couple of times and did this. This wasn't like a few minutes. This was the second time I went on. It was probably 15 minutes I was on there. You know what I mean? Just tearing him up. So when I found out that you couldn't hear me and I went and tried to listen to it, I was like, man, you have got to be fucking kidding me. I have the worst luck with shit. I swear to God, man. I have good luck in general in life, but with certain things, the thing happens out front, the one camera that would have picked everything up didn't work. Now this fucking, I've had so many debates where I'm eating people alive and you can't fucking hear me. Using a phone. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it, honestly. But I could have done some things to help it. I just didn't know. I had no idea because I listened to the part where I went on and I was arguing with Canarsie and I sounded fine. But with Soflo, maybe because he was yelling so loud or what the fuck, I don't know what it was. See, it's on automatically adjust the mic volume. That's why I turned that off and then it resets itself. I bet I just got a lot louder, right? Yeah. I never have that on, or at least I try not to. But now that I check, I see it was on last night. I didn't put it on, but it was on. So if I would have just turned that off, you would have heard me just fine. But I didn't know. FBS was like a verbal prison guard poking his nightstick at El Rapo. Yeah, I was fucking, the little bit that you could hear, I'm sure. I was fucking on point last night, man. I was watching a movie with Shanna. We were watching a movie called Trespassers, and I see this Canarsie drops, he starts his show and he drops a link. And I'm like, bro, let me tell you, I can't stand shit like that because everybody knows. Yesterday I said I'm going to be chilling with my wife the rest of the night. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? You know what I do at night. I've made it clear, 8:00 every night, me and my wife are on the couch watching a series of some sort or a movie and ordering dinner, So it's like Canarsie goes live and he's talking about FBS grabbed the link. I'm like, is he for real? Like, this guy knows I'm with my wife. Like, is he doing some pussy shit where it's like, I'm going to call him out knowing he won't grab the link? So I waited till the movie was over. I would not interrupt time with my wife. I'm not Soflo. And then I came up here and I called Canarsie. And his attitude pretty much changed once I got on the show. And he was talking mad shit before that, like as if I had already done something to him. It was insane. He's talking about when you're going to grow up and this and that. I'm like, is this guy for real? And he's saying shit like, about me going after families and all. He was describing shit that his buddy Soflo does. I'm like, why the fuck is he can't be serious. He was in Soflo's chat earlier and then he's saying this shit to me. So anyway, unbelievable. Because I was going to go in on Canarsie today because the way it looked to me yesterday, Canarsie sent Tony some AI video of my family. You know, and he says he didn't. I don't know, but that's the way it looked. Certainly the way it looked. He had terrible timing, you know, terrible timing. So, and chances are he did send it to Tony. You know what I mean? I can't prove it. So anyway, hold on. All right. Anyway, did I shout out James Horoff for being a new member? Thank you, James. I appreciate you, brother. Canarsie was scared to death of Soflo. Soflo told him to hit the applause button. Canarsie obliged. Well, yeah, I think it's fair to say Canarsie was scared to death of both of us last night. Sultan of Swing, how can someone repeat themselves so much? Lack of material, I guess he has lost his mind. Yeah, well, you know the wackest thing about Tony Soflo, like he brings up major shit that happened where I had to fucking I just said fuck it and contacted authorities, like, you know, somebody threatening to kill my family, you know, somebody hacking my wife from another continent and threatening basically blackmailing us with it. Okay, me getting jumped by 5 fucking guys outside of my house, shit like that. He compares that with him calling the cops every fucking time his feelings get hurt. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Yesterday I heard on his show, he knows, I heard what you're going to do, FBS. You're going to get a restraining order, big dog. It never even crossed my fucking mind. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's your thing. This is what you do. And Tina, bitch, I got a fucking message for you today. I'm telling you, it's going to be the longest part of this show. It's going to be the longest part of this show. And you better listen fucking close. Because I am so tired of you motherfuckers, and you're just as bad as him, Tina. I have recordings of you, as you know, talking about going after pregnant teenagers and every fucking thing else. Okay? So now they're playing this game. Tony gets to attack my family as much as he wants, and then if I go back at Tina or her mother or whoever, any of his enablers, then they're going to sue me. Sue me, you motherfucking cunt bitch. Sue me. I don't care. You, Tony, sue me. Tina's mom, sue me. I don't give a fuck. I'm the wrong one. I'm telling you, I am not the one. You attack my family, it's coming back to you. Get restraining orders, get whatever you want. Nothing will stop me. Nothing. So don't play games. You get that fucking cocksucking child you live with in fucking line and tell him to stop fucking with people's families. Otherwise, in one way, shape, or form, you're going to have to pay for it. Legally, of course. Legally. In other words, I have freedom of speech and I can say what I want about you on here and I can humiliate you every fucking day and there's nothing you could do about it. Nothing. You want to talk about people that terrorize your job and stuff like that? Fine, get restraining orders on them. I've done nothing of the sort. And what I'm doing here is free fucking speech. And if you don't think so, go try to get a restraining order against me because somebody already tried to do that and lost miserably. Go ahead. Try to sue me too. Tina, I have you. I have your husband. I have all types of shit on you guys. I got clips for days of your fucking husband threatening me from your goddamn house using your fucking internet. So who in the fuck do you think you are? You got this scumbag running around simultaneously. He's telling me he's going to go after my daughter on Monday. And if I go after you, he's going to get a restraining order against me. You motherfuckers are as retarded as they come. How the fuck did you ever become a paralegal? Seriously, what, do you just got a good memory? You have no natural fucking intelligence. I swear to Christ. You're letting this dickhead run around. You were right there with him last night. You guys were drunk as usual at some fucking event or something. And the guy is screaming that he's going to dox my daughter and go after her. And then telling me that if I go after you, you or him or somebody is going to get a restraining order on me. Are you out of your fucking mind? No, you're going to get whatever you give. And you enable that cocksucker, Tina. You enable him. So this is as much your fault as it is his. And your fucking mother is another one. That stupid bitch lets this shit go on in her fucking house. I know she doesn't like when Tony screams and yells and does the shit he does, but she certainly allows it, doesn't she? He's just one of the many long line of fucking men that's living in that house with you. I guess you're fucking... or that has lived in that house with you. I'm sorry. And I guess she's just okay with it. You know, whoever you bring into that house is like a son to her or some shit. Okay, well, stick with the gay blind guy, Michael. Okay, because Tony's going to get your ass in trouble forever. Forever. It's never going to stop. He is uncontrollable. He's a fucking animal. Bitch, let me tell you something. A week ago or so, this motherfucker, for no reason, I guess I said some things he thought were offensive to him because he's a sensitive little snowflake. And first thing he said is, if you talk about me, I'm going to go after your wife and drop her work information. Now, does he have her work information? Of course not. I've called him out on it a million times. He's a clown. Okay. The fucking guy can't find anything out that isn't available on Google to anyone who knows how to type. He's a fucking moron. Look what that man did from your house to that fucking Montapas family. Bring me to court. I fucking dare you, Tina. And wait till you see the shit I bring up. You really think you could out-argue me in court? Do you even think your lawyer could out-argue me in court? Guarantee he can't. Because I'll let the judge know about every fucking thing. Everything you motherfuckers have done from the beginning. I got clips of your fucking husband telling people to follow Brenda Monpass home from work. Now, if I told people to do that to you, Tina, you'd call the cops, right? I'm tired of this double standard shit. It's not okay. Just because Soflo's a maniac, we'll let him do what he does. That's Soflo. That's just who he is. No. You're not going to get away with it with me, Tina. I'll take you to court. Shanna will take you to court. We will fucking bury you in a court proceeding because you don't have a leg to stand on. You can never find one fucking example of me attacking you or anyone in Tony's family. Let's be honest, your family. Okay, first, never. It's never happened. That motherfucker picks at my family, and then when I go after you, because you're all he has, then you guys want to run to the police. Bunch of pussies. So anyway, I forget what I was even getting at earlier, but you're not going to pull this bullshit. You're not. Don't threaten me again. I swear to fucking God, because I'll just beat you to the punch. Believe me, Tina, me and Shanna have fucking 5 times the money you have. Okay, we take you to court in a fucking heartbeat. No problem. So if you don't get that motherfucker under control and he decides to go after my daughter, there is nothing in this world that's going to stop me from verbally abusing the living shit out of you, Tina, legally and while I'm practicing my First Amendment right. Not in any way illegally. I'm not going to slander you. Nothing like that. But I will humiliate you every fucking day. And I will tell people shit I know about you and everything else. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Because that's freedom of speech, baby. That's what it is. Okay? Your husband, he goes too far. He actually threatens people. I'm not threatening you with anything illegal. I never would. I don't break the law anymore. But don't expect not to become my punching bag if your husband thinks he can use my family as punching bags. Especially, let him go after my daughter on Monday, Tina. Let him go after my daughter and see what happens. Because guess what? You'll never even know it's me. I'll have fucking channels opened up. I'll have a website. I own domain names that if you knew about, Tina, you'd probably tell Tony to shut the fuck up and never talk about me again. And I happen to have people who are great at building websites. So I'm going to play the same game your husband plays. So let him go after my daughter on Monday or today or tomorrow and see what happens. Bobby Barbarian, $10. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. I'm not fucking with you. I'm not. And listen, if he goes after my daughter, guess what? He's not going to do any damage like he thinks he is, but just on principle alone, just the fact that he's going to try to go after the person I love the most. Okay, you think I'm stupid enough, Tina, that I'm going to come on here and do whatever I plan on doing for everybody to hear so you can play it in court? No, not at all. I'm a pretty smart fucking guy, in case you haven't noticed. I'm light years smarter than your dumb fucking husband, and you too, Tina. So I didn't tell nobody to harass your job. I didn't do anything of the sort. What are you going to take me to court for? Because I'm picking on you? Well, again, it's just like with Suge and everybody else you tried to take to court. You can't take somebody to court when you're the main culprit in the whole fucking thing. Tina, you're on tape talking about going after pregnant teenagers. Fucking Tony, your husband. I've got a million clips. And guys, by the way, any clip you have, go even if you want to go after the last or go through the last few shows of his, any clip, just because this pig is fucking threatening this now, any clip where he talks about going after my wife, my daughter, doxing anyone, where he's doing the thing with my mom's ashes, send me those clips, please. Usually I tell you not to send me shit like that. Send me those clips. Send me those clips. Because Tina, your scumbag husband has gone so far above and beyond in the last week or two. You have no fucking, I know. As a matter of fact, I can't even say you have no idea. You listen to all this shit, Tina. You know what's being said. You know what's being done. So I'm making it clear to you. You ain't threatening me with the fucking law, because I swear to God, I live for shit like this. You know, you should see there's a cop in West York who could tell you what it's like arguing with me in court. The fucking guy gave me a bullshit ticket. By the time I was done, the judge almost locked him up by the time I was done arguing with him in court. Okay, I'm a fucking monster. You know it. And I'll go to fucking court with a million things in my head, notes, records, videos, audio clips, everything you can fucking imagine. By the time I'm done, they'll put a restraining order against you. Dipshit. Joey, oh, yeah, no, I'll talk about that later, bro. Who is that? I don't know if I'm supposed to say your name. $20. Well, I'll just say Lana, because you didn't tell me not to. I'm not going to say your whole name, but thank you very much for the $20. I appreciate that very much. Very, very much. Let me try. I don't know if I could do it right now, but I promise you I will. I don't know if I could do it during this show because it'll fuck everything up. People will start leaving and shit. But I got you, I promise. And thank you again for the $20. So Slow is wearing diapers. He's a fucking bro. You see this guy last night? You see his fucking face? Holy shit. When he's not, sitting all far away from the camera and stuff, when you see his face, he looks like you know how Obama went into office looking young and youthful, and 4 years later, he looked like he aged 30 years. That's how Tony looked last night, just from the last couple of weeks. That motherfucker looks terrible. He looks like he hasn't gotten sleep in days. And good, Tony, good. For a long time, you refrained from talking about me, right? And this is exactly why. But you had to press your luck again. You actually thought that you were going to say whatever you wanted about me, and then use that you have my wife's work information to stop me from coming back at you. Tony, you don't have shit. And even if you did, I'd let you dox her and I'd come at you harder. You think you're going to get Shanna fired from anywhere? Do you know how well respected she is at her fucking job? Do you have any idea? They make her a charge nurse. Every time she gets a new job, they make her a charge nurse within a few weeks. You got to be fucking kidding me. They're not getting rid of her. And let me tell you guys a little secret. I've told you before, but just to remind you, that Tony keeps bringing up how I challenged someone to find Tina's work or Shanna's work, and they found it. Okay. She wasn't working there then, Tony. You still didn't get it. I've joked about this a bunch of times. By the time you sent me that information, or the guy sent it to me, whatever, about Shanna's job, and you went on YouTube and doxed that fucking nursing agency, Shanna had already been at that fucking place in Ephrata for 3 weeks at that point. She quit the agency by the time you got the information, you stupid fuck. Remember, she lost her job because the CEO and the acting CEO, the CEO killed himself, then the acting CEO killed himself. It was a national news story, the retreat, Ephrata. Okay? That's where she was working then, you stupid fuck. That's where she was working then. Dummy. She wasn't even at the fucking agency. You're such a stupid ass. And last night, he's yelling about my daughter. My daughter. He keeps saying my daughter's name and Robin Road and all this shit. Bro, Tony, do you realize what you're saying is on Google? Anybody with my name, just my name, can Google my name and find all that shit. It's right there. What are you doxing, you stupid fuck? You put the information out. What are you doing? You're saving people the 10 cents or the 10 seconds it would take to just Google it anyway? You don't have anything, bro. You don't have anything. You got, if I Google my daughter's name, it's the first thing that comes up. Anybody can do it, you fucking dope. You're acting like you got some shit on. You've already doxed her. You've given her address 1,000,000 times. I got videos of you doing it. And you were encouraging people to go there. So go ahead, Tina. Take me to court, you fat cunt. I fucking dare you. Go ahead. And bring your mother, too. Bring your mother, too, because I want her to have to explain to a judge why she allows this in her home. A man with a record 10 fucking miles long. I want to fucking see you guys defend yourselves when you're the enabler of this motherfucker. I want to see it. I'll fucking give anything. I'll pay money. I'll pay an admission fee to get into the courtroom. Fuck out of here, idiot, dumb motherfucker. I'll take you for fucking restraining order. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You hear this pussy bitch, Mr. Tough Guy, talking about Sawgrass Mills and this and that. You're going to call the cops on me for picking on you. Tony, you threaten to call the cops on a daily fucking basis, and nobody's even really done anything to you. You just threaten to call the cops because you don't want to be picked on. You fuck with people like me, and then when I annihilate you, you cry victim. So do a show today, do a show tomorrow, do a show Monday, talk about my daughter, talk about my wife, talk about whoever the fuck you want. But be prepared, because the shit I'm going to throw your way, you are not going to be able to handle. Okay, you are not. I've already been doing it. And look at you last night, bro. I'm sitting here laughing and joking, looking like I just got done watching a movie with my wife, and you look like you just went through a fucking war. You look fucking terrible. You look 75 years old last night. You probably don't even eat anymore, you sick fuck. You're on YouTube talking about me so much. And all this horse shit. I'm leaving in 12 days. You ain't going no. This is your life, you fruit. Every year you talk about, oh, my business, it's going to get really busy after Christmas, so I got to leave. You ain't going no fucking where. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You can't do it. You can't do it. So once again, you're going to make yourself look like the lying fraud that you are. You're going to tell everybody about this date when you're leaving the end of the year, and then you'll be back on New Year's fucking day doing a show. You know you will. You can't do it. You can't stay away. You can't stay away. And by the way, and I'm letting you know this now, and you could sue me all you want, okay? If you, because I think you guys get confused as to what you can sue people for. Defamation of character, stuff like that. Like the stuff you say about my wife and my daughter, stuff like that. Okay, slander, same thing, basically. That's where you could sue people. I could do whatever I want as long as I'm telling the truth. So I promise you, Tony, I swear to you on every fucking thing I love, I will get an army together. And believe me, I already have one. It's ready to do whatever, okay? And I'm talking about legally. I'm talking about shit to fuck with you, not illegally. So we will definitely track down the company that you work for, if we haven't already, this Rainbow, whatever the fuck it's called. And I swear to God, I will fucking, I'll put ads in the newspaper in that fucking area. I'll pay to do whatever. I will spread all over South Florida, somehow or another, your criminal record and the fact that you're doing these events where there's probably kids and women and every fucking thing else. I swear to God, we will cost you every dime you make without defamation of character or slander, just by making people aware of who's setting up these fucking events. And your company, oh my God, forget about it. You want to call people's jobs and stuff? Okay. Yeah. Hey, bro, anybody could play that game. If I asked 15, 20 people after the show, if I called them up and said, hey, do me a favor, call this company, call this law, call anywhere, and just start fucking abusing these people and talking about Tina and Tony and everything. They do it in a heartbeat. They do it in a heartbeat. You think you're the only one that can pull shit like that off? And don't tell me nothing either about I better not do shit to women in your chat. Okay, because you tried to dox Sally, motherfucker, and that's one of my buddies here. That's my friend. So believe me, I already got people that sent me shit about Barbara Buffalo and other people in your chat, and whenever I feel like it, I will go after them too, legally, while practicing my First Amendment right. Okay, without slandering anybody or defaming anybody. I heard all about Barbara. Oh my God, I'll have a ball with that bitch's story. You think this is Tina, you stupid bitch. This is what you think can go on in your house. You think he can go after Sally and Tom and Bobby and then say you better not come after anybody in my chat? You, Tina, are just like your man. You don't take personal responsibility for anything, for any fucking thing. That's probably why every man you've ever had in your life has kicked the shit out of you repeatedly, and you keep chasing abusers. You keep chasing people with things like, I don't know, sexual assault in their past. But at some point, it becomes your own fault if you keep looking for it, right? But you don't take responsibility for anything. You told us stories in South Beach. We know you used to get the shit kicked out of you by your boyfriends. And guess what? You most likely still do. Most likely, we're supposed to believe that animal can control himself when you two get in an argument. You and your mother are probably so fucking terrified of him, you won't even raise your voice to him. But you're just like him with the lack of accountability. You punk motherfuckers. You think you can let this bitch do whatever he wants from your fucking house, and then you're going to tell me what I better not do? Tony, you think you can talk shit to Tom and tell me I better not do anything to Barbara or anybody in your chat? Are you fucking crazy? Bro, whatever you give, you're going to get. I promise. And you caught me at the right time. I've been warning you for months. You don't want to fuck with me right now in my life. You don't. I don't care what you're going to do, Tony. I will fucking humiliate you on a daily fucking basis every single day to the point where you can't take it anymore. Let me make this clear. The shit you do to everybody, I'm going to do to you now. I'm going to be the relentless one that you can't stop. Okay? I'm going to be the relentless one that you can't stop. Just like you're the relentless one that nobody else can stop. You're not going to know what to do after a while. You're going to have to leave YouTube. It's going to be embarrassing for you to even click live from now on once I really get started, which I haven't even really gotten started yet because you're lucky that my wife has been off work here and there for the last few days. Wait till I really have time on my hands. Today, I got to go skate after the show. Got to get that exercise, Tony. Then I'll do a politics show, and then I'll get back to you later, most likely. But you are not going to stop me. You are not going to stop me. Believe me. I promise. You're not going to be able to do it. It ain't happening. Give me a second. Let me find out that's Kevin for sure. He's too much of a pussy to let me know it's him. Not just that, but the Springfield selected guy I think is Kevin too. Let me find out, Kevin. Well, you scared of me? You're a pussy, right? You won't tell us. We know you're one of or all of those people. Why don't you just be a man and say, yeah, it's me. What the fuck are you going to do about it? And then we'll see. You want to talk about my wife and everything else? You got a family, dickhead. You don't have the balls, right? That's okay, Kevin, because as long as those accounts exist and that shit keeps going on, I'm just going to one day decide it's Kevin time. And I'm going to start doing shows about you every day. And you could call up drunk and throw threats around and talk about my mother and whatever you want. And I'll just keep getting worse. It'll get worse and worse and worse. Fucking pussy, dick riding follower, faggot. Yeah, right. They're Kevin. He's from Canada. Yeah, right. Soflo has no shame. He ain't going anywhere. No. It's crazy how he threatens you and then tells you to come to Miami. If I threaten somebody, I'm coming to them. Yeah, I know. Come to Miami. Like when Eric was looking for you and you hid from him. You showed your ass, Tony. I don't think you're the slightest bit tough anymore. I don't care how much time you did. I don't care how big you are. I worry about you zero, bro. Seriously. At this point, I'd probably run circles around you, just beat you up like you're fucking Jake Paul. Because what about that fight? Holy shit. Just let me get sidetracked for a second. What a beautiful thing that was. I was laying in bed watching Jake Paul get his monkey ass whipped, and I loved it. I hate that motherfucker with a passion. And it's about time he fought somebody who wasn't 60 years old and who was a real fighter. I know you like him, Eric, but that motherfucker got embarrassed last night, and I love it. I love it. I came 7 states, and he called the police. Of course. And man, believe me, even if it was me, if I went, called him up and said, bro, I'm on my way, he'd call the police. He's scared of everybody. He's not a tough guy. He's not a tough guy. He talks about that Sawgrass Mills thing, bro. You can ask. I don't want to say his name because last time I said his name when I told the story, he got mad at me. I don't think he cares anymore, but if he's listening, he can hop into the chat. I literally talked to a dude on the phone from Rainforest Cafe in Sawgrass Mills. I was eating dinner with my wife who had a horrible toothache and was miserable at the time. We had to catch a plane. We had to be at the airport by like 5 o'clock or some shit. It was like damn near 4. I fucking told a guy on the phone, he could jump in the chat if he wants. I said, I'm going to call this dickhead and tell him, or I'm going to go live and I'm going to tell this dickhead to meet me at Sawgrass Mills and watch what happens because I'm going to leave right after and I'm going to have him on a wild goose chase. And that's exactly what I did. You knew I wasn't going to be there, Tony. Why in the fuck would I call your monkey ass to come fight me while I'm there with my wife? I actually respect and love my wife. I'm not going to ruin her fucking vacation for your sorry ass, dickhead. Oh, yeah, I guarantee it. Guarantee it. He can't fight. He's all talk like pizza. Yeah, he's a bitch. Jake Paul got rocked. He did. I love that motherfucker. Couldn't even stand up. Good. Because, listen, he is a good fighter. You can't say he's not a good fighter. But he never really fought anybody. You know what I'm saying? Now he fought this dude. I knew. My only regret is that I didn't shoot to the casino last night and just play some bets. Like 6-round knockout, for example. You know what I mean? Son of a bitch. I wish I would have, because there was no question he was going to get his ass whipped. We just didn't know how badly. He thought he could be a heavyweight. Yeah, I know. What was he, 12 pounds more last night than when he fought Tyson? Fucking Anthony Joshua was 6'6". I mean, are you kidding me? The guy is too cocky. He's fought a bunch of clowns and old men, and he thinks now that he could just take on real fighters. Wasn't he trying to fight fucking Canelo Alvarez? Oh my God, Alvarez would have caught a murder case last night in that fucking ring. Well, Eric did a good job last night. We fucking annihilated Tony. Unfortunately, though, you could only hear Eric. You couldn't hear me. God damn it. And you know me, guys. You know damn well. You don't even have to hear me. The whole mob tube today should be saying, even if Chris was muted the whole time, we know he slaughtered Tony Soflo. Because you don't stand a chance against me. He doesn't. I had him so frustrated last night. I was making fun of him, mocking him and shit. I was driving him crazy because he could hear me. Believe me, I know when like I'm doing shows and people are on my panel, when you're, part of it, you can hear everything loud and clear. It's just a playback that sucks. Ran the whole damn fight. Yeah. All right, now, guys, you know what time it is, right? It is donation time. I'm going to need everybody to fill the chat or the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal with donations. It's very, very important. I've given you a wonderful show, and I've only made $35 so far. So it's very important that you start donating right away. Let me see. All right. His jaw broken in 2 spots, 1 on each side. Yeah, what's up, by the way, Dragon Reborn? How you doing? Skateboard to the shins. Yeah. I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did, to be honest. Me too. What channel what, RPMJ? What are you saying? Yeah, I know. He's fucked up, man. He got his ass whipped last night. He did. And people give him credit like, oh, at least he fought him. And what do you mean? He goes around calling out fighters that he stands no chance against. You know what I mean? He's just too goddamn cocky. And last night he got humbled. He got beat the fuck up. It was like what me and Eric did to Soflo. Soflo got humbled real quick. Like I watched the videos. I had him to the point where he couldn't even talk anymore. He just kept going silent because I was just driving him insane. I was literally, after the first time I went on, I was in bed. I'm listening to the show. I hear Soflo come back on and talk shit. I was like, oh, fuck this. Threw his shirt on, came right back in here and grabbed the link. Yeah. I'll say this, though, Jeff Canarsie. That's got to be the most exciting show you ever had. I mean, I haven't seen all your shows, but I'm assuming For most people on MobTube, that would have been the most exciting show they ever had. But he had to take it down. He made an example of Jake Paul. I would have died laughing if Jake Paul gave up and walked out of the ring. I thought he was gonna. The last time he was on his knees, I was like, oh, he's just gonna quit. He's just gonna say, you know what I mean? He's gonna throw in the towel. I thought he was finished. He ran off the panel scared of Eric. Yeah, he jumped off when I was on too. Yep. Yeah. What's up, Texas Joshy? Yeah, and I even stopped in Shug's chat. And you know how I feel about Shug. But I stopped in there last night because I went over to listen and I to see if they were talking about the thing with me and Eric and Soflo. And I saw some of you guys in the chat. And before that, before I went on Canarsies, what the fuck did I go in there? Oh, yeah, because Shug, man, bro, listen, shut the fuck up, bro. Shug is such a dickhead. Like he's half complimenting you, half insulting you. Like last night, he's talking about FBS is burying you every day. He's burying you. And then he says, FBS, don't bend the knee this time. Sacchio, I never bent the knee to no fucking buddy. Okay, bro? I never bent the knee to nobody. There was just times where I either said, fuck it, it's not worth it because my family was being affected, which if you call that bending the knee, blow me, okay? Or you guys don't know. You always assume if we stop that it's me that stopped it. You have no idea. You know how many times he's literally thrown in the towel and said through somebody else, had somebody call me and tell me, listen, he's not going to mention you tomorrow. He just wants to end it. Do you have any clues how many times Beck Brooklyn got involved and said, hey, Tony said, if you just take this video down or this video down, he'll stop completely. He doesn't want to fight anymore. You guys think it's me bending the knee? You're out of your fucking mind. There was like one time, I think, where I called up Tony and I said, okay, I've had enough of this bullshit because, you know, it was just constant fighting 24 hours a day for months. And at the time, I wasn't feeling it. Now I am. So Shug, please, okay? God damn, this fucking guy, he doesn't know how to focus. I swear to God. Stop talking about me, bend the knee. Fuck out of here. Bend the knee to Soflo. Yeah, right. Come on, bro. Shug, no offense, bro, but I think everybody's fully aware. Nobody can do the damage to anyone that I can do. Nobody else on here can do that kind of damage. I don't have to fucking bend the knee to nobody. But what Tony doesn't understand is he's so fucking stupid that I know what he's going to do before he does it, and it's not going to have any effect anymore. My daughter's address, that's an old address. He could drop it all day. I'll drop it. I said that the last time he did it. He doesn't even understand. My daughter's away in college. You know what I mean? Like he's out of his fucking mind. He thinks he can tell people where Shanna works when he doesn't even know. And I keep calling him out on it. He doesn't have anything. He could just keep talking about my daughter and my wife and my mother, who, by the way, can't hear him. And Tony, you're such a dick riding fruit. You did exactly what Jim Terry did, the thing with the ashes. Meanwhile, my mom's ashes are right over there, the majority of them that we have to, spread in Queens and somewhere here in York City. And I have the urn, and everybody in my family member has one, or in my family has one of those keepsake urns of my mom. So you can make AI videos all you want, but it would be effective if they were actually her ashes. They're not, Tony. You're a dickhead. You are a dickhead. Like when Jim Terry did it, it was weak. And when you did it, it was weak. Except it's weaker because you had to copy off him like a fucking third grader. You never had an original idea in your dumb fucking head. Yes, I told you to do toga shit to make the monkey dance his way over that mall for nothing. Oh, I don't know what that word is there. But yeah. It was Armand. Yeah, I didn't want to give you up because last time when I said it the first time, when it first happened, I said I was on the phone with Mustache Pete. I told him exactly what I was going to do at Sawgrass Mills before I did it. He got mad at me, but Armand don't give a fuck no more. Yeah, I was on the phone with him. Shannon could tell you. I was like, bro, watch, this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go live. I'm going to tell this motherfucker that I'm going to be at Sawgrass Mills for 2 more hours. Meanwhile, 2 hours from them, I was supposed to be in the air. Okay. And I'm just going to, the reason I didn't say an hour is because he would have said, well, I can't make it in an hour. I wanted to make him go there. So I said 2 hours. He wouldn't have been able to make it, but he has no car. In an hour, it wouldn't have been enough time. He would have had to have called an Uber. Call your Uber. And he would have, you wouldn't have been able to make it. It's fucking Sawgrass Mills is 45 minutes minimum from where he lives. That's without traffic. So, and listen, I'm just going to throw this out there. Nobody has to take it as a threat. I'm not straight up threatening you. I'm just letting everybody know. If you're in that chat while he's talking about my family, I'm coming after you. I'm letting you know. Silo, anybody who wants to do it, your best bet. I know you're his friend, but if I was you, I'm just giving you advice. Stay out of his chat when he's doing that shit, because I'm looking for more enemies. Look at my channel. I got 158 people now. The other day, I made $800 on one show talking about this asshole. Even yesterday, I did an hour and 10-minute show. I made $209 fucking dollars. And this dickhead last night is talking about how much money you make now. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea, Tony. So I'm just letting people know. And yes, I'll throw names out there without a doubt. Anybody who's part of that chat while that shit is going on. You know why? You know why I'm going to do it? Because it's what he would do. And we're playing by Tony's rules now. We're playing by Tony's rules. If I talk about somebody's family, or if I talk about his family, it doesn't even matter if anybody in the chat is going along with. Matter of fact, forget that. If I talk about him, just for people being in my chat, he'll go after them. So I'm playing the same game. And I've left Silo alone for a long time. I haven't said a word about the guy, but I'm not going to put up with this shit. You think you're going to clown me while he's talking about my deceased mother and my daughter and everything else? You think you're going to clown me by going in there? And Beck, another thing, Beck, bro, don't call me anymore. Okay, you already pissed me off the other night. What you sent me almost sounded like you were threatening me. Okay, I didn't like that shit. So anybody wants to come in here with any name they want, go right ahead. The other day I tried to be nice. I said, don't do the Beck stuff. I get along with Beck. Fuck him too. Because he's in there last night talking about I rock with Tony no matter what. Okay. All right, bro. Good. Then stop fucking texting me and sending me funny clips of my old videos and shit. I don't want to talk to you, bro. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, because it's that babe in the woods shit, It's I didn't know. Of course, Rolex. Yeah. Imagine catching a pen Trump used to sign a policy with, then asking him to sign it and filming the autograph. And Trump says, I want 15% if you sell the pen. Did that really happen? I'm not surprised. Talk about how Flo ran from Kasparova and Nicosia. I don't remember that. In Florida, I guess? I don't remember that. I don't know what he does. Far as I know, I'm going to be honest with you. As far as I know, the guy has a wife and he lives in a building that he takes care of. That's as far as I know. But, I listen, I always remain cool with Beck through all this bullshit. And he was always, believe it or not, the voice of reason when me and Tony were fighting and shit like that. But once I heard last night, he said, I'll ride with Tony no matter what. Okay, then fuck you, bro. You ride with him while he's talking about my family and daughter. I remember when Beck told me that if anybody were to talk about his family, he would just quit. He wouldn't even come around YouTube no more. But it's okay when he does it to mine, right? Okay. All right. So Slow and CME have 10 viewers. LOL. Say what you want. I don't even check, but I heard. Yeah. Shiloh Spellbound Creations, my buddy, $10 sending now in case I missed the politics show later. Oh, well, thank you. These dudes are senior citizens. What the fuck? I know, bro. Well, Soflo, I didn't even realize he's 61 years old. But I want to say this shit. And I don't like Chicago talking about Tom and all that shit. That is never be okay with me. But I gotta give credit where credit's due here. Chicago knew last night that if he stood up for my daughter, which is essentially what he did, that Tony was going to attack him. And Chicago certainly don't need that agita. Okay. But he still shut Tony down last night when Tony was going around using my daughter's name, which I've seen. He's been doing that. He came in here yesterday with it. So I give Chicago props for that. Listen, Chicago's a different guy. I know you don't believe it. They might do some of the same horrible shit sometimes, but Chicago's a different guy than Soflo. Believe me. I know them both. They're a different guy. And listen, some people, I'll tell you the truth, it's not even, that they are against going after families. They just don't want anybody going after theirs. You know what I mean? But I just got to throw that out there. Yeah, that shit gets played out too. Come on, man. Oh, I couldn't imagine. Rolex, I don't even want to be doing this in my 50s. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to find a way out every day. Let me try to become some sort of political commentator or something. I don't want to do this anymore. I've had it. Yeah, who knows, bro? Who knows, man? I said the other day, Beck is a snake. He always does sneaky snake shit. Yeah, I'm done with that dude, for real. I'm done with him because I'm no longer concerned with any kind of truces or any of that shit anymore. I don't care. You push me too far, Tony. You know? I got fucking sick family and shit. People with lung cancer, brain cancer, every fucking thing else. I just lost my mom 6 months ago. And I got a fucking I'm going to have this dickhead on here threatening the people I have remaining in my life that are still here, alive and well. No, fuck that, bro. You threatened my daughter or my wife for the last time. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to make you sorry. I'm going to make you sorry. I've never said a bad word about anyone's family members ever. CM told many people that he has seen me talking about people's families just to get me blocked. Dragon, I'll be honest with you. I've never seen you say anything bad about anyone's family, but I've seen you in chats when people are talking about other people's families. You know what I mean? So thank you, War. Well, you couldn't hear me. But anyway, I should get the props anyway, because I annihilated the motherfucker. I did. Even if you couldn't hear me. I could have sat there silently and still beat Tony. Tony, you going to go out and buy this shirt now that you saw me wearing it, you fucking freak? So that's his thing now. He dresses like me. I remember him calling me up. Where'd you get the teddy bear polo, big dog? The fucking polo store. What do you think? You think I got it specially? You think I went to Ralph Lauren's house and he made it special for me? The fucking polo store. What kind of question is that? Fucking dick rider. The genius don't even understand that my kids have my last name. It's not very hard to find out who they are. Same with me. I mean, he's so stupid. He's like Katira, and he's yelling her address. Anybody could find that address. Anybody. It's a Google, dickhead. It's Google. I mean, Christ almighty. This guy, he always gets some shit like that anybody can get and then acts like he's the only one who had access to it. You know what I mean? Tony, I don't care if you drop any of that because, again, if anybody wants it badly enough or wants it at all, it'd take them 10 seconds to find it. Tony, you got to worry about me and the shit I know about you and your wife and everything else because I don't use Google when I'm researching people. Oh, no. No, I don't, as you know. So that's why a lot of people here choose not to fuck with me, and they're very smart to do so. Very smart to do so. Yeah, okay, Repo, try to find me. The sailor guy will lie and do anything the Ripper says. The guy is not law enforcement. Never was. That's all they do is try to put people away. And the daughter of the Teflon Don platforms. Yeah, well, don't even get me started on her because Angel, you see, Angel. Now, if I was friends, this goes to show what a nice guy I am, Angel. Because if I was friends with somebody who is doing that shit with your father's ashes, you'd be coming after me full force. You know you would. If I was friends with somebody who was threatening your daughter, your husband, whoever, you'd be coming after me. But I guess I'm just supposed to just keep letting this slide, right? While you platform them and stuff. Guys, I'm not threatening nobody. I'm just giving you good advice. I'm not telling you who you could be friends with. I'm not even telling anybody who could be in your chat or on your panel. I'm just suggesting to you that you might not want to allow that. Because you know how these things go. You know how these things go. Yeah, he went and Casperosa did too another time. Is that right? I mean, I remember when Casperosa was in Hialeah, because I'm the one that called him and told him, hey, you're like a few blocks from Soflo's house, because I've been there. I know the neighborhood. And I saw where Casperosa was walking. I hit him up. I'm like, bro, I'm just letting you know, you're like literally a few blocks from his house. And but I didn't know he was. I mean, if you're saying there's another time where he went like to do something to him, I didn't know about that. I don't think that's the case, though, 8-Ball Jacket Hero. I think you're maybe a little confused. It was just that he was in Hialeah. He didn't even know Soflo lived in that area. Yeah, I'm going to jail. Shut the fuck up, bro. Yeah, all the shit that's going on in this channel, I'm going to jail now. For what? You're like Tony Pizza. You know a crime has to be committed for somebody to go to jail, right? But that's how you know you beat a dude into the ground. Listen, let me tell you what I've done to Soflo. Okay. I got Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. 22 years, Mr. I'll do this to you and that to you, and I'll pay for a plane ticket, big dog, come to Miami, I'll take you to a park and whoop your ass, all this horse shit. I got this guy screaming every day about putting somebody in jail and calling the cops on people. That's how you know he's beaten down. Let me tell you something about Tony, guys. It's like I said before, he's a paper tiger, okay? He is only effective if you back down to him. If you fight him back, it drives him crazy. He is the most sensitive snowflake on here. Okay. So what he does with me is he takes his shots. I let it go until he finally says the wrong thing. And then I really go after him. Then he can't handle it. Then he's a victim. I'm going to go to jail. You're going to get a restraining order against me, all this shit. Or he calls back and call FBS and tell him I don't want to fight no more. Some shit like that. He's only effective if you back down to him, because listen, man, he's like a lot of guys I've seen throughout my life. I'm telling you, I've seen this a million times. I've seen dudes that would get fucked up their whole lives. They get beat the fuck up because they couldn't fight. So eventually they just started taking steroids and lifting weights. And they would tell you straight up, if they were being honest, it's because they want to be so big and intimidating looking that you don't try to fight them because they know they can't fight. You don't even bother. You're too intimidated to, you know what I mean? I'm not saying every bodybuilder, because you guys take my words out of context or twist them. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I've known a lot of people that became bodybuilders because they can't fight. And they're always in a situation where they're getting beat up. Okay. Tony is that guy. Tony, I'm not talking about the exact same way. It's an analogy. I'm saying Tony is, he's gone after so many people's families and done so many things to make people scared of him that he knows that he could say whatever he wants about you and it'll never really turn into a fight, because chances are you'll back down before it becomes one, because you don't want your family attacked and shit. Who could even blame you? But now what Tony's seeing is that everybody he thinks he can affect, everybody's telling him to go fuck himself. Tom, Armand, me, everybody. So he's no longer effective once you stand up to him. He's like any other bully. And then he calls me the bully. I mean, oh, God, I swear. How did I get here? Dad, why did you teach me about the mafia? Why? How did I end up on MobTube? Nobody's even donating today. How dare you guys? I can't believe it. My feelings are hurt. Oh, at J&E Services? Okay, good. Good. Let's get started on that. Tony, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. It's been hard for me to focus on much of anything, but I'm focused on your ass. You have no idea. I want to I want to put plans together. I want to work with other people. I want to do whatever it takes to fucking destroy you for once and for all. I swear to God. I really do, man. I haven't been this focused in a long time. Between this and the politics, yeah. By the way, guys, the only reason I slowed down on the politics videos, just to let you know, is this. I've learned this algorithm now. For some reason, it promotes you in the beginning, promotes you, and then it stops promoting you simply based on the fact that in those vertical live streams, you don't get much watch time. And that's what YouTube really looks out for. If they don't see a lot of people watching for very long, they say, oh, people don't like the video, we're not going to promote it as much. But then what I notice is every time that happens, if I do an upload or two, if I do a horizontal live stream with a vertical, literally like my next show or something, I'll have great numbers, and it'll stay that way for like a week and then it'll go down again. So I'm just, when that happens, I'm not going to waste my time doing lives that I'm just going to delete because there's 50 people in the chat, you know? So today I plan on doing one. We'll see how it goes. I did that upload yesterday. A lot of you guys watched it. I appreciate it. But believe me, I'm not slowing down on the politics stuff. It's going to be like everything else. When Shanna's works that day, I'm going to do 3 to 5 live streams a day. You know, on any given day, Shanna works, I'm saying. When she has off the next day or something, I like to spend the evening with her because we could stay up a little late and, you know, have a good time. You know, so you know it's Shanna time, 8 o'clock every night. And when you see me come on at 10:30 is because Shanna went to sleep because she works the next day. So I'm not like Soflo. Soflo, yet again, last night too, took time away from his chick to fucking to come on and talk about me. You know, we saw Tina, I'll never forget. You guys finally got the rooms at the Hard Rock for yourself. You got a room at the Hard Rock. You were outside, and I know those pools at the Hard Rock are beautiful, man. Me and Shanna love. They got the speakers under the water and everything. You could hear the music. You haven't lived until you've been in those fucking pools at the Hard Rock. I'm not kidding. So Tina's laying out on 2 beach chairs, and Tony is on the fucking phone on somebody's panel or doing something. He had a live stream going or something. And Tina's just laying there. You can see her in the background. And she says to Tony, it's my birthday. Spend some time with me. He said, I will, baby. Give me a minute. And he spent the next hour and a half on YouTube while she was laying out in the fucking sun. Unbelievable. Chris, in fairness, CM knows you will destroy him. He is talking about my children and their mother. He is a scumbag. He just knows he can't win against you. He's doing that, Tom? See, Chicago, bro. It's fucking Tom never did nothing to you. What the fuck, man? Why even do that? He never did nothing to you. Not that I know of. I can't imagine what he could have done. See? That's crazy. Yeah, I know, Casey. Yep. The very beginning, my profile pic was me, someone I won't say who said you better hide who you are or be harassed. I took it down. Oh, really? I bet you I could guess who it was that told you that. Yeah, I know, paying for the plane ticket. That motherfucker can't pay for a goddamn fucking meal. He's going to pay for your plane ticket. Agree 10,000%. He wants you to back down. Never back down from the Ripper. Give him no power. No, I don't. He doesn't understand that things have changed in people's lives and my family and stuff. So, like, again, I know what he's going to do. I know it's going to be ineffective, but I know what I do is going to be very effective. You're going to have to bow your head and walk away, Tony. That's it. I'm not going to stop. I'm not stopping. I'm telling you. He was shaking when you mentioned a certain name last night. Yeah, I know. That's what Sacchio meant last night about bending the knee. What he really meant to say is exactly what you just said. Never give in to any demand of his. That's all he wants is control. Is to control with fear. Well, yeah, but I mean, Suge should know. I mean, I listen, people see me and Tony stop fighting and they think automatically that I've given in some way. And I told you there was one occasion where I did. It just wasn't worth it to me anymore. That was at a time where certain people in my life, they were in very sensitive situations where they could have been affected by his bullshit. You know, and I'm always going to look out for my family first. I don't care who thinks I bent the knee. But I know what Suge was saying. It's just he has this way of saying it. You know what I mean? Like, never bend the knee to him again. Like, okay, Suge, whatever. I give up. I swear Sacchio is like, I don't know. I think he has a hard time understanding things in general. Like when a situation is a certain way, maybe, you know, put other things to the side, you know? Like listen, I'm not a fan of Sacchio's, and I never will be because of him aligning himself with pedophiles and Nazis. Okay. But at a time like this, I know that it's a complete waste of my time, and it's only giving Tony satisfaction if I talk about Sacchio. There's no point in me even insulting him for 10 seconds. Why would I even do that? He's another guy that's fighting against Soflo. That's a good thing. I told you yesterday, I'm not the kind of guy that goes out and looks for, partners and looks to team up with people. I fight my own battles. But of course, in this situation, it's better. The more people beating on this man every day on fucking Soflo, the better it is for everybody. So, I'm not going to get distracted. Nobody else should either. Yeah, he's a funny motherfucker sometimes. I give him that. You got to talk about the heavily redacted Epstein files and how the DOJ broke the law, only releasing 2.5 gigs out of hundreds. It's 300 gigs, I think, and they produced, was it 2.5? And it turned out that like 1.5 of that had already been released or something. Yeah. I mean, the cover-up is in full effect. We'll talk about that then. I actually talked about it yesterday, but I was so disgusted with the show. It was like a half hour in or something. I just deleted it. Malik Irvin, $9.99. If NoFlo isn't making money on YouTube, why does he keep doing it? Because he's sick in the head. Because this is his street life now. He can't be in the streets. He can't break the law no more. So he decides he's going to terrorize people on the internet. And Tony, I ain't calling the cops. I ain't calling the FBI and no fucking body. But eventually, you're going to get locked up for this shit. You're going to do it to the wrong person. And Tina, I hope you get locked up with him. I do. I hope you get locked up with him. Because your fat ass is his fucking enabler. Okay? You're his enabler. Without you, he's got no internet. He's got no computer. He's got no home. He's got nothing. This is not a Chris and Shanna situation. You can never compare the two. Okay? I was paying bills in this house before I even moved into it. I was fixing up the house and putting money into it and everything else. I don't have to rely on Shanna for a motherfucking thing, and I would never put myself in a position where I do. Never. I'm not that kind of man. I'm an actual man. So, Shanna isn't responsible for anything I do, and guess what? I don't even talk to her about it. She don't even want to hear about it. She don't know about any of this shit. Except for sometimes when some shit funny happens, I'll tell her, But even last night when I went on Canarsi's and I was yelling, she said, "You're fighting with Soflo again?" She didn't even know. But you, Tina, you're all up in this shit. You've been on the phone calls. Tina, Tony, tell me Shanna's ever been on a phone call where she's been part of any of this horse shit. Shanna's the shit. I know you guys don't believe it. You can call her names all you want. Shanna's got it going on. She's beautiful. She's successful. She has a husband who loves and adores her. She has 2 kids that are doing great in life. Okay? She ain't worried about this horse shit. But Tina, you're so invested in this guy. You're like a MAGA dude for Trump. You know what I mean? You're so invested in this guy that you will let him eventually bring you down. The fall of Tina Palameni will be thanks to her fucking fascination with this fucking rapist. You know what I mean? It will be. I don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, Tina, I don't care how you look. You could do better than this guy. I mean, Christ almighty. I don't even see what the fuck the appeal is. I mean, he's not even like a good looking dude. There's nothing. He doesn't have money. He's not successful in any way. He's not like I can't imagine him being in a relationship with a woman where he's caring and loving. And you know what I mean? Like he has to use your credit card to buy you gifts. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you that you've done this to yourself? And you married this man, Tina. You married him. You're in it for the long haul. I bet you Tina goes to sleep every night praying they deport his sorry ass. There's got to be a piece of Tina that says, what the fuck have I done? You got to imagine before this asshole came along, Tina must have had a nice life. She lives in a house that's paid off where her mom takes care of everything. Okay. And she's 49 goddamn years old, but still lives at home and has bills paid for her. She works a job where she makes damn near 6 figures a year, and she's been there 19 years. So long before this jerk off came along, she lived a very comfortable life. Don't get me wrong. She was chasing, Latino men around, getting beat up all the time and shit. But still, that was her choice. It's kind of like Tony Pizza. His situation isn't ideal, but it's the one he chose, Oh, shit. Oh, man. SlobTube is the best 2 animals fighting, and both are breaking TOS. You're calling me an animal, you piece of shit scumbag? And what is TOS? What does that mean? TOS. Terms of service, is that it? What is that? What kind of fucking geek are you? Let me see. Whole video of Tom and you doing what? What do you mean? Only 2 beach chairs. Who are you? I don't even know who you are, Poetic Justice. Only thing Tom ever did was help your Ripper friend. And you think it's okay to do that? Oh, you're talking to Chicago. Yeah. Well, thank you, Poetic Justice. I'm still not aware of who you are. You never said one bad word about Tom. Guys, does anybody know who this is? Malik, $9.99. The Soflo is a whack job controlling rapist. Yes. He does. Tom, it's worth whatever money you lost to get rid of the Ripper. They say if you want to get rid of someone, lend them money. That's right. That's right. Control with fear. That sounds like prison life. He's still living the convict life. Of course he is. Yeah. Ball jacket hero. Guys, come on. Let's get the donations going. What's happening here? What the fuck? You're going to turn me into a douchebag who sits on here and does this as a hobby? It'll never happen. Most of us were criminals at one point in our lives. At some point, you got to be a grown-up and wake up. Yeah, Rolex. I mean, we all hustled. We all did shit. You know what I mean? We're in the streets a little bit. But when do you get to the age where you're like, okay, it's time to be a fucking man now? You know what I mean? Like, especially, you know, I got a 13-year-old stepson. I don't want him seeing, you know, like if I, like I could never be in the streets or even have that mentality now because, you know, it's just, you know, he would see it. You know what I'm saying? I think about stuff like that too. Like, even if I'm some douchebag who just walks around talking about rats and blah, blah, blah. It's like, this is not a normal way to raise your kids. It's really not. It's not. Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Tony has his EBT. That's no joke. He's a baller at Whole Foods. EBT. It's another thing, man. Like why? Jesus Christ. I mean, how are you not ashamed of your fucking self? EBT. Christ almighty. I couldn't even imagine. If there was even a single month where Shanna had to cover a little bit extra because I didn't make enough that month, I'm doing something else. Or I'll do extra. It doesn't matter. I'll go do whatever. I'll go do Uber. I'll go do DoorDash. I'll go sell drugs. I'll go do whatever the fuck it takes. Even though I just said I wouldn't. I'll do whatever it takes. You know, but Tony is perfectly fine living with a woman who is a professional and makes a lot of fucking money, but he needs food stamps, you know. But that's their hustle. Don't get it twisted. Like, you see the kind of men Tina's been with, okay? She's from that hood life, basically. So this is just another hustle. They'll get anything they can for free. You know, so she helps him. She isn't just his key or his ticket to food stamps. He's hers. You know, because he's a bum, destitute, has no money. Any bank accounts, credit cards, anything are in her name. He doesn't own a vehicle. He has no stake in that house, nothing. So, yeah, he could live there and get all the assistance. You know what I'm saying? He can get all the assistance. The thing is, though, how the fuck has it not been found out that they're married? How has the government not figured this out? That's what he does, man. That's what he always does. And that's why, see, and you see, I talk about Tina, he's like, big dog, you better not. Bro, where do you get off thinking you could do shit to people and they can't do it back? You're like Tony Pizza. You're the same guy. Tony Pizza calls my mom in the middle of the night and threatens to kill her, and that's fine. A year later, I call his mother and have a pleasant conversation with her, and I'm going to jail. Come on, bro. Sally, $10. Sorry, I'm late. Out with hubby. Oh, no problem. Thank you very much. Enjoy your time with the husband. We're talking about a dude who played the federal government for thousands in PPP loans to buy that piece of shit Corvette. You know what a smart person would have done? Rolex. A smart person would have fucking taken that 20 something G's in PPP loans and opened up anything, a barber shop. You ain't got to be a barber. Rent out some chairs. Do shit like that. He could have opened a small little like a corner store bodega type of place, anything. But no, he goes and buys a piece of shit Corvette and then loses it. I just need money for food, ma'am. Snowflow the Pretender. Yeah. Ready Kilowatt. Who are you? Yeah, he knows. Hey, LBT, we see you streaming FBS's show. Oh, he is. Oh, wait a minute. He's streaming it? He's playing it right now? Is he on? Oh, my God. Trump posting AI pictures of himself with Q++ on the collar is a big troll, that pedo. Everyone knows Q is a Russian psyop, but MAGA. Oh, I didn't even know that. You mean QAnon? Wait a minute. He's wearing it. What? He is nuts. He is. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm an hour and 15 minutes in. I want to go get some skating in, and I will see you guys later. Maybe. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. The way I'm doing things now, like, if there is really no money, I don't want to waste my time later. I could be with my wife or something. So I probably won't do a second show. But I will do a politics show. See you later. I love you all. Thank you to everybody who donated. You're the best. Peace the fuck out. Die, Tony. Oh, I don't care. I'll skate in any weather. As long as it's dry, I'll skate. Peace.